Can I get a little mustard on it? I don't care if they don't have mustard. Just try and ask them. If you gotta steal it, you gotta steal it. I don't need mustard for the hot dog. I need it for the pizza. I need it for something else. It's one of my needs. I can't live without mustard. It helps me in the sack. I gotta call you back. Hold on. Hey guys. Born Series here. Today we're gonna be doing a holiday tier list. Now I know what you're saying. This little Peaky Blinders hat, not really Christmassy, is it? This little Cool Cats and Kittens shirt, not really Christmas, is it? This dick. I'm not trying to flash my viewers out there. But I'm going to keep the hat because in years prior when I've done tier lists, I look like I'm balding at the age of 21. And I don't want to look like that. Oh, excuse me while I get my hat over here. Let me just get my hat. Let me grab my hat over here. I could not have started a video any gayer than that. Alright, so we're going to start this. We have a Christmas movie tier list. And right here, I have a gong. It's loud. I bought it for a coworker. Get in the hole. Alright, I'm going to put this back up here. Alright. Alright, so like I said, we're going to go through this Christmas movie tier list. We're going to go through Christmas movies. It's going to be a tier list. We're going to have fun. It's going to be great. Right here, I have Santa Claus actually right here, if I could grab him. It's not actually Santa himself. It's... Here it is. I have a little pop figure Santa. It's great. He's so sexy and voluptuous and beautiful. So, alright, where were we? I'm going to put this little, I don't know what the hell that is. So, let's go ahead and start things off. First thing we're going to start with is Christmas Vacation. Now, whoa, I just spit out a breadcrumb and it went all the way across my room. So Christmas Vacation, this is actually a fun-filled holiday movie, and I actually watch this at least once a year. This is a Christmas tradition. It's a great movie. My ex-girlfriend, who, by the way, cheated on me, and she gaslighted me, too. Whoa. She did not like this movie, and I don't think she likes Chevy Chase. Granted, I don't like him anymore either, but this is an S-tier Christmas movie for me. It is just perfect holiday fun. It's a great movie. I recommend all of you guys watch it, and if you don't watch it, you're a bunch of sourpusses, and you're a bunch of snowflakes. Christmas time, winter, flow, snowflake. I did a little pun there. And so it's an S tier, and it's not just, I'm not just blinded by nostalgia. I'm not even blind. See, I can see. I don't even need my glasses. Let's do this shit without my glasses for the rest of the video. So, for the next movie we have here, is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey. And I gotta be honest with you, Chief, this movie fucking sucks. I hate this movie with a living passion. People, and I'll tell you why. When I was little, I would always get excited for Christmas because that meant presents, food, family, Jesus, and movies. Christmas movies. And I was always just like listening to my family like, Adam, come on in our room, let's watch The Grinch. The Grinch is on. And I would always assume, like a dumbass, that the Grinch they were talking about was actually the cartoon, a little short film from the 1960s. But then I'd come in and see Jim Carrey's ugly ass face here in this green makeup looking like fucking live action Shrek with Jim Carrey. And I'm just like, what is this shit? This is a terrible Christmas movie. It's so bad. The camera work is atrocious. What's his name? Jim Howard? Ron Howard. Ron Howard. Don't even get me started on Ron Howard. He ruined Han Solo for me. This is an easy E. Next up, we have Disney's A Christmas Carol. There are a couple versions of this, and I like all of them, actually. I even like the Muppets Christmas Carol. This is a classic Christmas movie. And I think I'm going to put it in the B. It's not as quite as good for me. It's not, I'll tell you this, it's definitely not as rewatchable as Christmas Vacation, which is up here at an S tier. But just because a movie is a classic Christmas movie does not mean it's going to be good, and I'll show you why here in a second. So next up we have The Nightmare Before Christmas. You can actually consider this a Halloween/Christmas movie, and I dig this movie. I watched this with my ex-girlfriend and my best friend, who, by the way, my best friend was the best part of that experience, because my best friend's the best person in the world. Shout out to Grace. And my ex was not as fun as my ex was not as fun as my best friend. It's an A. It's not as good for me as Christmas Vacation, but it's still a solid movie, and I think as a Halloween movie, it might be an A or a little higher too. It's definitely a good movie, and I recommend it. I recommend it. You know, she killed the Jews. Next up we have Home Alone, and I used to think that Home Alone was my favorite Christmas movie every year, and it was last year, and I think the year before, but since then, I don't know if I have a favorite right now. Home Alone might still be my favorite. It's definitely one I watch every year, but I think it's actually gone down a few pegs for me on my list, and I'm going to put it this year at A. It's definitely a good Christmas movie. I mean, it's about two dudes trying to break into this house and basically like torture and do some bad things to this kid. Now, granted, with that little plot summary I just gave you, you probably think I'm watching some sort of sicko dark web pedophile porn, but it's actually not that. It is Home Alone, 1990. Bruh. Starring Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin. Sponsor. I'm not sponsored. But... Next movie. Next up we have Jingle All the Way. This is a guilty pleasure for me. I don't watch this every year, but if it's on TV, I don't even try to make an attempt to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, I will make an attempt to watch Christmas Vacation. I'll make an attempt to watch Nightmare Before Christmas or Home Alone. I do not make an attempt to watch Jingle All the Way. If it's on TV though, I'm going to watch it, because it's just that it's so goofy, it's so stupid, and it's great. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And it's great. You don't want to watch Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's a good movie. It's actually not a good movie. It's a pretty shit movie. It's a pretty bad movie. But I'm still gonna put it. I'll put it in C. It's not a classic. It's not a great movie. It's just sheer enjoyment because you love to see Arnold Schwarzenegger fighting a black guy for a toy. Next up, we have Elf. And let me tell you what. I am going to piss a lot of people off with this pick, and I'll tell you why. Elf. Oh shit! What'd I do? Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off with this, but Elf is going in F. I'm not even joking. I despise Elf. I hate it with a living passion. I always thought I wanted to see the Elf movie when I was little, because I always saw previews to it, and I'd always see like stuff about it on TV, or it'd be playing on TV, but I would never want to watch it for some reason. And then eventually we were forced to watch it Christmas time in middle school of all places, and I will tell you, it was like the worst 2-hour experience I've ever had. I hate the comedy in it. It's not funny. Will Ferrell is a terrible actor, and by the way, Will Ferrell is garbage at being funny. He's not funny whatsoever. I'm going to piss a lot of people off. Talladega Nights, overrated. Elf, overrated. Will Ferrell, overrated. And I'm sorry, Step Brothers, overrated. As you can tell, I don't have a lot of love in my heart for Will Ferrell. It's not a good movie, guys. It's just not, in my opinion. I don't like it. I feel like Will Ferrell plays the same fucking part in every single movie he does. He's just loud, obnoxious, rambunctious, and stupid. Kind of like me, but I actually don't like myself, so therefore why would I like Will Ferrell? Next up is A Christmas Story, and let me tell you right here. This is another movie, and this is what I meant. Earlier I said when I was talking about Christmas Carol, I said just because a movie is a classic does not mean it's good. This is what I'm talking about. Christmas Story is a prime example of why classics don't mean good. This movie is an abomination against humanity. It's an abomination against Christmas movies. It's an abomination against Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. It's an abomination. It's a garbage ass movie. It's a terrible, terrible movie. And I'm like, oh my god, it's a Christmas classic. It makes the joy. It's the Christmas. It's all I think about. It's a garbage movie. And I'll tell you why. It's so obnoxious. I don't know why. It just screams annoyance from me. I just get annoyed whenever I watch it. And this motherfucking kid, this little bitch ass kid, this kid right here, he's got such a punchable face. You ever meet someone and you're like, I want to punch you in the fucking face right now on Christmas Day? You ever go like to the mall and you put your kid on the lap of Santa Claus in the mall and he's like, ho 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 ho, I get all the ho ho hos, and then he like just starts bouncing the kid up and down and you take a picture with him, your kid's crying and you want to punch that motherfucking actor in the face. By the way, Santa's not real. And this kid, I want to punch him in his stupid little face, his stupid little rosy cheek face. I want to kick him. I want to fucking sling him across the fucking room. And I want to gut him. I want to fucking eat him. I don't like this movie. And that is why Christmas Story is going straight in D. Nope, it's going in E. It's going down there with Green Jim Carrey. Ugh. Fuck it. We're going receding hairline time. I look terrible. I look like a bucket of shit right now. Alright, next up we have Santa Claus, starring Home Improvement guy, Tim Allen. That guy? This guy is weird. Do you guys like Tim Allen? I don't know if I like him. I like him as Buzz Lightyear, because he flies. He can't go sailing no more. But this movie I never was really fond of. It's not terrible. It's not a shit movie. I mean, it's got its moments of enjoyment. If it's on TV, I may not watch the whole thing. I might put it on in the background while I'm doing something else. It's definitely a C-type movie. It's not a bad movie by any means. It's kind of, it's not even overrated. I can't even say it's overrated. I feel like not many people talk about it, but it's just not one of my favorites personally. Next up is The Polar Express. Now let me tell you something, and it's a factual thing. I was obsessed with this movie as a kid. In like first grade, I was super obsessed with it. And then I think it was second grade, we watched it for Christmas in school in second grade. It might have been first grade. I was obsessed with the movie, and then we watched it in first grade. It was first grade, and everyone was like, what is The Polar Express? What is The Polar Express? What is this movie we're watching? I'm sorry, that was kind of in poor taste. One, it's because most of my classmates were not fucking retarded. Like, who deals with retarded people? They're fucking retarded and shit. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say the R word. Really? Uh-oh, cancel me. But no one in my class heard of this movie. And we watched it, and it was great. It was a good movie. At the time. I've rewatched this recently, and it's not as great as I remember. I remember having a lot of magic, or I thought it did. But I rewatch it now, and I'm like, the animation is... Oh, man, it's pretty bad. But in my opinion, I think the only thing holding this movie back is the animation. And I can't even give it fault because it was at a different time period. I'm going to put it square with Christmas Carol at B. It's a decent little movie. It's a cute little movie. It's great. It's not great. I mean, it's just, oh my god. There we go. And I still look bald. I just look like a drug dealer. Like, here's my mugshot. Where's my mugshot? Let's do a mugshot. I'll do a few for you. Let's do a few. I'll do a few. Here's a few. All right. Next up, we have the Christmas Chronicles. Now, if you've not seen this, I don't go as far. If you've not seen this movie, I recommend it. I actually think it's, I'm not even joking, I think this is a very quality, fun movie. Oh god. Something's wrong with my stomach. I think I drank that Coke way too fast. I am fucking bald. Look at this. I'm bald. I'm losing my hair. Anyway, Christmas Carol, or Chronicles. Christmas Chronicles is a good movie, but let me tell you something. If I were you, I'd go get Netflix if you don't have it. Watch this movie, and then avoid the second one. The second one is not that good. This one, though, is a great time, and Kurt Russell looks just like Santa Claus, or how I imagined him if he were real. Ha 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 ha! I'm gonna put Christmas Chronicles in A. It's that good. I legitimately like it that much. It's really good. It's a good time, and I recommend it for those who haven't seen the movie. Alright, let's get this shit over with, because I'm starting to fucking lose consciousness, I think, and my stomach's hurting. Love Actually is a cute movie. This is actually, like, on my top 20 favorite movies of all time. It's very rewatchable. It's a Christmas love romantic comedy. I forgot the word. It's romantic comedy. It's, like, legit, like, one of my favorite movies of all time. I can't even lie. It's a grand old time. But I'm going to put it in S. Yes, I'm not even joking. It's going in S tier. I love this movie. It's great. I recommend this one for those who haven't seen it either. It's going to go in S. By the way, you may have noticed I have a picture of a bird right here. See that picture of the bird right there? It's a bird right here. It's a little cockatoo. I got it at Target. Alright, next up we have Scrooged. This one was alright when I first watched it a few years ago, and now I don't like it anymore. Simple as that. It's not terrible, it's not great. It's going to be our first D. It's going to be a D category tier right there. Bad Santa, F. Cannot stand this movie. We're gonna rapid fire this round. Bad Santa, bad movie. Wonderful Life, kind of an overrated movie, but it's kind of cute, I guess. Did you guys know that if you, every time a bell rings, you get your taco bell? Every time a bell rings, a slave gets whipped. Miracle on 34th Street, again, a classic, and it's a cute movie. It's grand old time, but it's not as good as the 5 up here, so I'll put that in B tier. Next up, we have Charlie Brown Christmas, which apparently is not getting broadcasted on TV because it's offensive or some shit. Play Charlie Brown. What'd Charlie Brown do? Why is it racist? Is it because his last name is Brown and he happens to be white? Well, then get your head out of your ass and realize that Brown is a common last name. It's going in A. You can't stop it. There it goes. You can't stop it. It's gone. Next up, we have Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. I always prefer this over Once Upon a Christmas. And this one's going in A as well. It's not as classic as these two up here. I do rewatch it every year. Just to capture the childhood magic that I had when I was little. But it's not as good as the other two up there. And then we have Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, which again is good, but I prefer Twice Upon a Christmas, so that one goes in B category. As it's a B, it's for bitch. Next up we have Frosty the Snowman. Sorry. I was never really fond of this little cartoon. I thought it was kind of cutesy, kind of a little wonky, little silly. I'm going to put it in C. It's going to be our next C category. It's not terrible. I think a lot of people are going to hate this tier list. I got to be honest. I mean, if my best friend Grace watches this tier list, I don't think she'll like this tier list. In fact, Eric might like this tier list, 75 films. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't even know if they'll watch this, but we got 2 more. We can do this. Next up, we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's classic. But I gotta be honest, it's not my type of movie. I don't mean that. It's not my type of movie. No, I'll give every movie a chance, but it's just not one of my favorites. It's B. It's a classic. I love it. I actually prefer. There was a really bad one. I think it was bad. I don't think many people liked it. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. The Island of Misfit Toys. I like that one over that original claymation one. And then the final Christmas movie we have is Die Hard. And I rewatched this movie not too long ago, and it still holds up. This was John Wick before Keanu Reeves was even a thing. And it's a great movie. It's going in S. And there you guys have it. There is my crisp. I'm gonna move my thing over here. I'm gonna make my face larger so you guys can see my bald spot. Let's enlarge the baldness. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. I can't even find myself here. It's over here. Here. There's my Christmas tier list, guys. If you guys enjoy it, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing golf with your friends, so be there or be circle.